but we also wanted to bring something special to Gamescom. To that end, we built a Jedi Temple theater on the show floor. We're inviting all attendees of Gamescom to come by for the first ever public demo of The Old Republic.
This week we're going to show you why we're so excited about Star Wars The Old Republic. Cinematic, choreographed combat, a galaxy of diverse worlds to explore, and a deep, emotionally engaging story that's driven by the player's choices.
And don't forget to stop by our cantina where you have the opportunity to be the first to register for The Old Republic's European communities.
To close things out, let's take a look at something you may have seen, the first cinematic trailer for The Old Republic. We think it's really great, but we're going to show it with a twist. This time we're showing it in German.
Thanks everyone, we're excited to be here at Gamescom, and we hope you have a great show. Thank you.
Unsere Zeit ist gekommen. 300 Jahre lang haben wir uns vorbereitet und wurden stärker. Während ihr euch auf eure Macht verlassen habt, im Glauben, euer Volk sei geschützt und sicher. Euch wurde die Führung der Republik anvertraut, aber ihr wurdet getäuscht. Denn die Kräfte der dunklen Seite blendeten euch. Ihr dachtet, keine Macht könnte euch herausfordern. Und jetzt? Endlich sind wir zurückgekehrt. Ihr wurdet getäuscht. Und jetzt wird eure Republik fallen.
The next one for last, because it's my personal favorite. Probably partly due to the fact that even my son would admit that when playing it I'm not completely useless. Here's the first Need for Speed game on the track this year, coming in September with the true driver's experience. And here is Jesse Abney to introduce us to the game.
Thank you, Jens. Hello, GC Cologne. Today I'm going to talk about the Authentic Racer Need for Speed Shift, but I'm not going to do it alone. I'd like to bring Stephen Follion on stage from Slightly Mad, the studio behind the game. These guys have brought a fresh perspective to Need for Speed. And now, of course, we know this is a game with a lot of attitude. But in Shift, we're recreating an intense physical and emotional feeling of racing these real cars. We call this the true driver experience, and it just may be redefining racing. We're doing this in 3 ways. First, the cockpit view. Anybody who's played knows what an immersive element this brings to Need for Speed for the first time. Second, perception-based G-force physics. And third, the brutal crash dynamic. We'd like to ask Stephen to demonstrate the true driver experience and live gameplay. Go ahead and tell us where we're at and what we're driving in today, Stephen.
Okay, great. So we're out at Spa-Francorchamps, it's a track up in Belgium. And I'm going to be driving the Pagani Zonda R against a field of mixed AI opponents. It's a beautiful sunny day, and the race is about to start, so here we go.
Very cool. Now I want to draw you guys' attention to the top of the screen. Driver telemetry is tracking every move Stephen makes on the track. In blue, his precise moves are being tracked and scored. You'll see on the right-hand side in red his aggressive moves.
So you can see this is real, because that wasn't supposed to happen.
Not a scripted demo. Now you see at speed here, the blurring and desaturation of the cockpit, really allowing the driver to focus on the turn ahead, realize where the brake point is, keep the most important elements in focus. Now again, Stephen's being scored for holding the race line. Those points are adding to his driver level.
Okay, so every car we have in the game, we've modeled to be an accurate representation of the real world car. On the sound, on the visuals, and on how it handles, each one will immerse you totally in the real thing. So what we're doing that for is so that when you play this game, you really find yourself in a truly dynamic and visceral first-person racing experience. And hopefully you'll drive better than me.
Now this is not an easy car to control, it's 750 brake horsepower.
Okay, so what we've done there is we didn't just only do that level of authenticity on the cars, but the tracks themselves. I was out with the team when we were doing the reference pictures on this track. We took so many thousands of pictures and used that to model the track. So if you've ever been to Spa, you get to play the game, you'll even recognize the hot dog stand where you bought your lunch. Okay, but more than that, what's really important is we work closely with some real-world teams to telemetry data they produce, and we reverse engineered that and then use that to model the track surface. So when you're driving on the track, you're actually experiencing every single bump and nudge on the track as you would if you were driving there for real. And I'm always caught up in with the AI, and I couldn't do much there and where.
Oh, and there's Stephen's best Lewis Hamilton. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now Katie the Love Bug is Stephen's driver profile. And we're pretty proud of this actually, because it really makes the game about you and not as much about the cars or the tracks. The driver profile shown here determines if you're an aggressive or a precise driver and rewards you for that style. So like I was saying, you'll get badges, rewards depending on your style of driving, and these attributes all roll up into one player card that reflects who you are as a race driver. This profile highlights the win-loss ratio, the badges won, and the driver level, following you through quick race, career mode, and online. With this, you'll unlock new cars, tracks, as you compete in over 150 unique race events. In the end, it shifts your reward system and eliminates the grind and keeps you in each race regardless of your position.